Well, as per usual, champion reinsman Luke McCarthy has a very strong book of drives on the Big 10 event program at Club Angle on Saturday night. Luke joins me to go through those particular drives one by one. Well, Luke, before we go through the excellent book of drives on Saturday night, one of your stable stars, Jack Callaghan, had a fall at Bankstown on Monday, had to forgo his drives here at Club Angle on Tuesday. How's his progress?
Yeah, he's okay, Mike. He's a bit banged up and he hit his head. So, everyone's a bit concerned about that. So he's going to take all precautions and get checked out fully. And, hopefully he seems okay, but, he got very lucky. It could have been a lot worse.
Well, he has some nice drives on Saturday night if he's able to fill those commitments, commencing in the first with Star Galleria, perfectly drawn, fitter for recent racing.
Yeah, he's going really good. He had to do a bit of work last start, but from the draw he's going to get a good trip and he's going really well.
Spirit of St Louis, Luke, I thought his effort last week was very encouraging, worked the line very strongly behind Expensive Ego.
Yeah, he was good. He was 25-6 I think his last quarter and hit the line really good. So he's a lovely horse, drawn a little bit awkward, but he's going well.
And you'll be taking the reins behind this particular fella?
Yeah, I really like this guy. He's a progressive sort of type and he's done a good job. He went to Brisbane, he won the 4-year-old championship and now he's come back. So hopefully he can just sort of work his way into that open company and hold a bit of good form in that grade.
Race 2, you take the reins behind Muscle Factory. Now 3 runs back from a spell, been solid, in particular last week, and the better barrier draw, big tick there.
Yeah, his last run here was just fantastic. He drew bad, I got back to last and ended up having to go through sort of the middle of the pack, and on the line he was the run of the race, I thought, and he's got a good draw on the weekend. I'm sure he'll run well.
Michael Stanley has sent Barroom Banter back up the highway. 5 starts here at Club Angle, 5 wins, coming off 2 strong performances since a spell.
Yeah, he felt really sharp here last week, Mike. He was obviously a brilliant 2-year-old. He went to the Breeders' Crown, he got a little bit sick and went off, and then Mick had to have a fair few troubles just getting him back up and going, and he took him to Brisbane. He didn't sort of do as good in Brisbane as he'd like, but maybe that trip was the making of him. It sort of seasoned him up a little bit, and then he obviously went to Leeton and broke the track record and in the Breeders' Challenge heat when Mick set him up there, and then he felt really good here again last Tuesday, so I'm sure he'll go well.
His 2 main dangers have drawn inside in Rocket Boy and also Tishan Raider. Both those particular runs, in particular the latter, going extremely well.
Tishan Raiders, he's flying. He's got good gate speed, so he definitely looks hard to beat.
Over to race 4, Luke, Electric Eye.
He's okay, Mike. He's probably just below them sort of better ones.
Now you get the chance to take the reins once again behind Antonia, filling in for the suspended Jack Trainer. Nice filly. What feel did she give you, Luke?
Yeah, really good. Thorny sort of said he wasn't overly happy with her at Penrith and just changed a few things and expected her to be sharper here last week, which she was. And I'd presume he'd have her better again for this week, so looking forward to that drive.
Yeah, she's going to go around probably the shortest price favourite on the night.
She's a good filly, obviously New South Wales Oaks and the Bathurst Gold Chalice, and she's just a Group 1 filly, so yeah, looking forward to sitting behind her again.
Ferry Tinkerbell, a model of consistency, but the wide gate is a concern this time around?
Yeah, she's in a real purple patch, this mare. She went to Brisbane, done a really good job up there, and I think it actually has been the making of her. She, come back here and had 2 impressive wins and then come out with second behind lineup last week off a 3-week layoff. So, I think she'll be better for the run again from last week, and I'm sure she'll go well.
Over to race 8, the Croupier struck a purple patch of form, winning 3 from 3.
He's a nice horse, this guy. He's no champion, but if he gets the right trip, he's always thereabouts. Back, it was earlier on in the preparation, he actually did win one of them MO Heat and Finals and beat Expensive Ego going 150. So he's got the ability, and he's just raced right back into form now, and he couldn't be going any better.
Let's Catch Me If You Can's also engaged. Has been disappointing of late and draws to the outside gate.
Yeah, his form's been patchy. He's just had a little freshen up after his last start, and his work's been a lot better. Drawn awkwardly, maybe not this week, but when he gets a better draw, he'd be a good chance. Over
to the trot for Team Rando. Aleppo Murphy, 2 starts back, struck trouble. The effort was huge in running 3rd. Then last week just didn't want to play the game at all.
No, I thought I was going to, like that French guy that galloped that thing out, for the whole lap in the Dominion time, but I ended up pulling him up. But Joe's made some gear changes, and I'm sure it'll be better for the weekend.
If he decides to trot from go to woe, Luke, he should prove hard to beat.
Yeah, he's got really good ability. I was wrapped with his run first up when he got a bit of a check at the around the 1,000 metre mark and still run third. So if he puts it all together, he can win for sure.
And Tony Lebelliere was that gentleman in question.
Yeah, I know. It was out of control, and I'm thinking, oh no, I'm going to look like that French guy. But anyway, we got him pulled up. But yeah, hopefully he goes better on Saturday.
When can we expect to see the champ king of swing back in action, Luke?
He was just getting set for the Inter-Dominion. He's had like a short, easy 10 days, off after the Victorian Cup. He won't go to Len Smith. It was never on his agenda if he went to Melbourne. So he's had a bit of essentially a short break, and then he'll be just purely set for the Inters. So he'll probably have a run a fortnight before the heats.
Who will represent the stable in the Len Smith?
Expensive Ego. He's our number one for the Len Smith Mile, and we'd like to think Elder Orlando, Star Galleria and Spirit of St. Louis would be the others.
On the subject of Elder Orlando, he was brave in defeat last week.
Yeah, look, he's done a great job season after season. He's just a good horse, and he's got gate speed. He makes his own luck. He raced good, and he just continues to make good money for Connections.
Luke, 2 weeks ago I received an email from Cobbity Equine, and when I opened it I was very taken by the outstanding effort that's gone into this. I was going to say newsletter, but it's more like a publication because everything is covered from A to Z, the stallion roster, which is just sensational. Then all the owners get a good mention, your horse's performances for that month and progressing forward with what's coming up for your runners. An outstanding publication. Congratulations to you and Belinda and all concerned.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Look, it's the way of the future with, obviously all the studs and even with racing. You see the social media and that, especially through the thoroughbreds, has done so well, and and a lot of harness racing trainers and stables are really following suit on that, and it's only great for the sport, and hopefully we can continue to grow the brand of harness racing.
That stallion roster, Luke, must be the envy of any stud going around. It's just sensational performances right across the board.
Yeah, they're doing really good. They've been really well supported again this year by the breeders, and McWicked's got his first foals on the ground this year. They look really good. Everyone seems to be happy with them, and Cap Midnight's quite exciting. He's pretty much got a full book already, and Bling It On's flying. Madrid, of course, come out, went 52 on the weekend for a reason, just keeps getting winners, and and Artie and Kung Fu, hopefully they just keep sort of getting a few mares. They're coming in pretty good for them now, so it's exciting times, and hopefully we can breed some nice horses.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Luke. As I said, just truly professional, which is what we expect from Cobbity Equine.
Thanks, Mike. No worries.